Hello, we are live. We are back with Ahlem the founder of Ahlem Eyewear. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. What a treat.
He is in sunny Los Angeles.
Yeah, pretty sunny, in fact.
Pretty sunny.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you may recognize her from our last look section in the July-August issue. She's an eyewear designer, and she has, is it 2 locations, one in New York and one in Los Angeles?
Yes, one in Venice Beach and one in Nolita, New York.
Awesome. Very exciting. So we're going to talk a little bit about her new location and how the company is coping amid COVID and amid this new normal. And we'd love if you have any comments or questions, feel free to introduce yourself in the comments, and we look forward to hearing from you. Awesome. So your Nolita store, that just won a New York Design Award, which we just ran in our issue as well, which is so exciting. But I caught in your Vision Expo coffee talk that you actually had to shut it down temporarily for COVID just 2 weeks after it opened. So as we talked a little bit in the studio, you said it's back open, and that's very exciting. So I just would like to, I think our viewers would like to hear too a little bit about, how you're coping with COVID and new protocols and just how your business kind of dealt with that.
So yeah, in fact, we closed 2 weeks after opening New York. So it was a little bump in the road, as I will say. Today, to not talk about the 3 past months, today we are opened again to business. So for Los Angeles, for example, we are open by appointment only. Okay. So we have created on our website an appointment page where you go and choose your time. And it's 1 hour per person. It's 1 person at a time. The stores are 500 square feet, so it really takes place for only 1 person. And then this person have the whole store for herself. We have some drinks. We have a single serving coffee, and so it's very nice. It's very like a salon where where Jenny in New York or Jenny in Los Angeles or John in New York and Kenneth in New York will take care of you, really show you the collection. You choose 4 frames, you try, then we take them back, we clean them, we give you another 4. And in order to not be overwhelming for anybody, because we have to clean after each use.
Yeah.
And then
you have a really personal experience, it seems like, which is good.
It's very good. And to be honest, my team loves it. We spend more time with each client. There is not the rush of the walking, and they're enjoying. And every time when I'm there in the store in New York, in LA, and I meet the customer, they are very happy about the experience.
That's good.
We put some investment. Obviously, we invested on cleaning product. Clearly, we also changed the display of the store in Los Angeles to be very kind of serving the by appointment. So we made a table specifically for that. We bought contactless mirrors to get you the measurement with the machine that comes next to your face.
To your face.
So it's a smart mirror, which works pretty well. And then there is less team in the stores. It's only 1 optician at a time, and it works as it could be.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that you guys are back opened and that it's going well. And the fact that it won this award, did you have this vision for the design? I was looking at the pictures, and it's a beautiful space, and it really has this kind of clean aesthetic. And when I ever get back to New York, when this is all calmed down, I'd love to come see it. Yes, or the one in Venice Beach, but that's a bit farther from me in Philadelphia. But yeah, so what was your kind of inspiration behind the design of that, knowing that it did, win this award? So
I grew up with the mid-century, the French mid-century. I grew up learning and loving Prouvé, Charlotte Perriand, Le Corbusier, and so it's in the DNA of who we are and the DNA of our brand. So it was very easy for us to Alice, our director, and I, together with the Shapeless, the architect firm we use for that project, and also with Armada. The mid worker, the people who actually build the store, and it was
organic, kind
so
of
easy, so organic. We signed the lease December 1st. So imagine a Christmas, New Year's, imagine that situation. It took me a week to find the people we want to work with. Alice flew to New York, sat with Shapeless half day. The project was finished. And 2 months later, we opened the store.
I love it. So
it was like
2019. So that was pretty recently. Yeah.
Oh, it was crazy. And the store, it was like we from the floor to the ceiling, we done absolutely everything from the lighting. I mean, it was an old space in New York, as you can imagine, and it was absolutely organic. So it's not just I think what's happening with Ahlem, and it's continuously is a continuously very consistent, between the design, the aesthetic of the stores, the plants, anything come out from us. It's so organic and so inner our brand DNA that everything is easy. So it's nothing. We don't reimagine ourselves. We actually we have that DNA and we just work with it. So it's pretty easy on everything we do.
That's awesome. That's super exciting. And it's great that you're back, back in business, even if it is a little bit different for right now. It sounds like it's really good for you guys.
It's working.
Yeah. So a little bit, we kind of touched on this in the last looks section that's in the issue, but and we were talking about this a little bit in the broadcast studio, but what really drew you to this career in eyewear and to this kind of love for the design of eyewear? And
so as we were talking off, I used to steal my mom's glasses. I had like this kind of fetish for glasses, and since I'm a kid, so it's always been part of my everyday. I don't wear optical, but sunglasses were like summer, winter, day, night, whatever, they will always be or in my pocket or like around my neck. Glasses are part of me.
Totally.
So and I studied design. So for me, it was very I studied design together as history, and it was kind of like the same. One day, like maybe I should do an eyewear brand, and the next day I did the eyewear brand.
When was what year did the company launch?
So we officially launched April 2014.
Okay, awesome. That's very
6
exciting.
years.
Yeah, and I think you have some new styles to kind of show if our viewers want to see some of your new styles and new trends, what's on your radar. I would love to see them.
So we have been working with amazing acetates, and so now we were like since maybe 2 years we are developing more and more like thick acetates.
Okay.
This is an 8mm acetate, but they're extremely light because we use the technicity of inside curvings.
That's stunning. It's a stunning thing.
It's amazing. And we have the row, the end. When we finish the glass, we cut row everywhere to make it like more sustainable. And it's such a cool frame. It's stunning. I love it.
It's really a cool factor. That's what everyone needs.
It's very cool, and then but the quality is high. We have a 22 karat inches, custom inches that it's only made for Alum. We designed it. It's an exclusive hinge that we didn't pattern because we know that it doesn't really mean anything, especially inside. But we invented an hinge that is made for the 8mm acetate.
Oh wow!
So in order to not have the temple that moves or goes away or be more sturdy, we invented it. So this is our invention, and this is our design. And you have the 22 karat
Beautiful.
inside it. I mean, it's
Like
beautiful.
inlaid in the acetate, it looks like.
I'm sorry.
And it's like inlaid in the acetate, it looks like.
It's shooted. It's like we shoot it inside, but the metal, the core is, as you can see, engraved, and this is 22 karat gold, same as the inches.
Wow.
The lenses are incredible. They are French lenses. It's not plastic or glass. It's a charitable. It's a French invention that it's a hybrid between glass and resina. So it gives you an amazing protection without being polarized, which is literally an ancient technology. And then here's another one, like the most fabulous glasses we have right now.
What was that one called? Do you know the name off the top?
This one, yeah. This one is Villette.
Okay.
So Villette, because in France, in Paris, we have a park called Villette, and it's where I used to go when I was a kid to see a 3D, like a big 3D screen, and they will give you those glasses, and look, it's like almost the shape of those glasses. So
I love it, the inspiration.
And this one is Vivienne. Look how dramatic. It's so thick, but extremely light.
Yeah.
So this is a Vivienne, and this one called a Vivienne because in Paris we have this Galerie Vivienne in the first area, and it's like the most. You want to go there and have a tea and just watch people and
glamorous.
Yeah, exactly. So glamour. You won't have a wine there. You really have a tea.
I love it. So what would you say are your top trends you have on your radar for men and women in eyewear if ECPs or eye care professionals are kind of interested in what people are navigating to for the new even fall winter season?
So we don't really work by trend, and I don't really believe on trend, and believe on the fact that when you take glasses, it's part of you. It's immediately a you thing. It's very often, I think, in the in the 80s, the fashion of the 80s, a little bit of the 90s. It's a lot of like, you wear a costume, right? You become that costume for that day. I don't wear that. I basically wear the same thing over and over. I have 3 brands in my closet. So really, I really go to the same brands, and I do believe for the eyewear the same stories. You have things that you can wear today on the airplane, you can wear tomorrow on the beach, or on your next traveling to Bali or India or wherever you go. It's a frame that is part of you and part of your DNA, and this is very important for me. So that's why our glasses are a statement that are very understated.
So that they can be versatile and kind of go with.
Yeah, but with that factor that it's not just a glass. It has always some switch, but it needs to be, just a little addition to you and who you are.
I love it. That's exciting. And what would you say is, I know when you were on the Vision Expo coffee talk that you talked about how COVID luckily was really kind of the only bump in the road for Ahlem, which is great to hear. And I mean, I think that a lot of people can relate to that. But what would you say if that was the bump and that was kind of like the down of it all? What would you say was the highlight, and what is your most rewarding experience working with this company?
I mean, everything. First of all, I have to tell you something about COVID. COVID has been an amazing accelerator of everything. Like for our business, it's like we put a piles of things. We will do this tomorrow. We'll do this in next month or next year. COVID had accelerated everything. Today we perform. Yes, we perform now online. We create a B2B portal for the wholesale that is excellent. I designed so much frames. We performed our communication skills. I mean, COVID, yes, it's a bump in the road if you look at it like that. But also that time that we had in our hand, it was a time
that you'll never have. Again.
You will never have. Like really me sitting there and like with my team on the phone and saying, okay, what should we do now? We have all this time. And we did it. So so as a highlight, it's the people I have around me. I
Yeah.
mean, Carrie, I have the best people. Like, sometimes I sit there and I'm like, what did I do to deserve the best? No, but seriously, best distributor films in the world, best Asians, independent Asian. That they didn't have to come to me. I mean, my French Asian, she dropped Dita to take Alum.
Okay.
She didn't have to do that. Dita was 2 million business for her, but she thought that with us she will get a little more, and that ethic and sustainability way of doing a business that is totally on her. So, and that was like to today to Jay and Ali's Jenny, who works in my store in Abbot Kinney. I mean, she's a jewel. Same for John or Kenneth. So Kenneth, that's what I have
It's your
in
team.
my company. I have the humans, and in France, the factories, the people who do the glasses, that you can feel the love on each frame.
That's a good team to have.
It's crazy. Like, I'm going to tell you an example. Like, I have a client in Tel Aviv, Avi, which I love. He's like so funny. And so Avi came to me one day and he said, Ahlem, I don't know why, but I have this client. She came to my store and she tried an Ahlem frame, and she said to him, Avi, I don't know why these glasses make me so happy. And it's exactly it. And it sounds kind of like funny to say that, but it is true. You can feel the soul of the people making our frame from A to Z. So this is my highlight.
I love it. And you kind of touched on this, but the sustainability aspect. I know that the company has launched, I think it's called Reframed, a little bit of, that program that works to kind of, aid in sustainability in the industry, which is, such an important topic for all the companies to touch on. So if you could explain just the background a little bit of that program.
Absolutely. So the Reframe is basically you buy stuff and you leave them, and sometimes you love them forever and you want to collect them, and sometimes you just don't wear them anymore, that you change your style or whatever, or it's not something you want to wear anymore. So you get back to us. We buy back this frame from you with a target. Like, we have we give you from 100 to 60.
Okay.
To 100 is a steps. If the glasses are well maintained or a little bit broken or something, and so with that voucher, you are able to buy another new frame from us. And your frame that we bought back from you, we send them to the factory, we refurnish them, and then we sell them back. And 75% of the proceeds go to charity.
Oh, wow. And what is was it, I did read it.
No Kid Angry.
Okay, awesome.
It's for us.
So it's a way to repurpose then, because there is, I mean, we're all in that sometimes cyclical nature of, we just want something new, and it's a way to not feel bad about just leaving it, put away.
Exactly. You see the business of Real. You see how people want to resell their thing to buy a new thing, and that cycle. But my problem is we needed to end the cycle somewhere, and like, we can't just like take it, refurnish, buy it. We needed to give it back, because really what we are doing is we are sucking the resources of the world, and we're sucking the resources of our communities. And it is very important that along the way, in anything we do as a company, is to give back, and give back for kids, especially in America, because people are not dying of anger only in Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, this is America, where kids don't have food. I mean, in New York, there is 9-block line for the food bank 2 weeks ago. So it is very important that we do a luxury, we do amazing product, we are very like all glamour you want. But today, in 2020, glamour doesn't work without thinking of your community and the next generation.
Yes, that's an awesome program. And I know you have a whole more information about it on the website too, if people are interested in hearing more.
Absolutely.
So in your opinion, I have just two more questions for you. And thank you, Jane. We have Jane Summers in the comments. She said, I'm glad to hear that you have a COVID protocol that is successfully working for you. Also, congratulations on the award. So thanks for sharing, Jane. And yes, so in your opinion, with everything going on right now, I feel like we're at just such a critical point in the fashion industry and even more so in eyewear. What do you think is the most exciting aspect of the eyewear industry right now?
I will tell you what's very exciting is I come from fashion and where every designer is, part of something and there is no correlation. There is Terence that from Vision Cancel, and he's the most exciting thing in eyewear right now.
I agree with you.
He's the only person who today wake up and say, this COVID, it's not going to happen. I need to put people together. He put designers together. The most interesting mixed. I lost my headphone. I will be back.
Can you hear me?
I'm back. I'm here. He is extremely. So what he's doing is more than to be the nicest guy in the world, he's also creating a community that is so strong. So eyewear industry is a model right now to the others, and Terence is doing so much. Like he did, we did together. I mean, he did, and he invited me. I was very happy to do this auction.
I loved your frames that were in the auction. They were fabulous. Everyone's frames were awesome.
Everything was awesome, and this correlation. I mean, Jacques-Marie Mage, Thierry Lasserie, LA Eyewear, and Barton and Pereira. We're not meant to meet. You know, it's a very disparate world, and he put everything together. So that's what exciting me. It's also exciting me that we are now talking about be a mentor. I volunteered and I can't wait that every Friday I will be a mentoring designers, young designer coming out from minorities, Black, Hispanic minorities. And I will help with what I can to help them become a designer or do their dream. And that will never happen if it wasn't for Terence. So he's the exciting part.
Him, so he knows Terence is great, and it's so true. And it's kind of good to see that in these times where we all have to be apart, that there's still ways that everyone can, be together. I feel like seeing all the designers on these live streams and, across even other parts of the fashion industry, it's just great to see kind of this community and support each other. Awesome.
Yeah.
And so do you have any other kind of upcoming initiatives or anything on your radar that, we should know about?
Yeah, we are creating a loyalty program. It's soft launched on our website right now. It's a membership program.
Okay.
So you become a member of Ahlem for 2 years, and during those 2 years, we change your sun lenses twice. We fix and refresh your glasses. We send you a new packaging every year, and we also invite you to events whenever we'll be able to do them. And also we send you a lot of goodies. Around the year, I make candles. I make a few things that you become part of it. So basically, it's a guarantee for your lenses, but it's also something you become part of.
Awesome.
It's a membership.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Sorry we went a little bit over the allotted time, but we were just having fun chatting. So
yes, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yes, definitely. And if you are watching and you want to learn a little bit more about Alum and the company, head to our e-publication, our digital magazine, which is available on our website, and she is on our last look column. So follow up there. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and we will be in touch. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.